Hi everyone, welcome back to Our Hollywood. I'm Daniel.
And I'm Kim Burley.
What?
I'm Kimberly.
Oh, thank you for that. Hi guys. We hope you're all doing well. It's so hot.
It's really not that hot. Well, you just set up all the lights and everything, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
You're also wearing jeans.
Well, because I was like, oh, I'm going to get cold because it's nighttime. And that's just not how it works anymore.
No.
Because we're in the summertime. But it's okay, guys, because today we're talking about Nicole Kidman. And, yesterday I almost cried about how much I love Nicole Kidman.
Wow.
Like, writing this, I was like, she's just so good. I watched Moulin Rouge and the others back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And those performances and movies are just so different that I was like, I just, like, can't even grasp. Like, she's so good. But whatever. I mean, everyone knows, whatever.
Right.
Everyone knows Nicole Kidman's good.
Of course.
So,
but, like, I think because of... Oh, my God. Never mind. Let me not get too much into it because we're going to talk about it later.
Okay.
Anyways, she's an icon.
Stay tuned, because we're going to talk all about Nicole Kidman. We each watched a few of her movies that we hadn't seen.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's stuff to unpack there.
Totally.
But what'd you watch this week?
I literally haven't had time to watch anything this week. I've been working.
Other than the Nicole Kidman stuff.
Yeah, literally. And the first time I tried to watch it, I fell asleep because I was so tired from working
Did you
every
fall
day.
asleep on the couch?
No, I fell asleep on the floor, mama. Yeah. And then I woke up at like 1 and I was like... It was like one of those.
I hate that. It's so like frightening and jarring. Like, oh my God.
No, literally. And like... Anyways. So... actually, no. I watched Kinds of Kindness.
Oh,
That's
I
a
did
lie.
too.
That's such like I always love to lie.
Yeah.
And be like,
Okay.
wait, actually I did this. I did watch Kinds of Kindness.
Okay, well, let's talk about it.
You start.
Loved it. I loved it.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I didn't love it as much.
I'm in my era where I like watch the teaser and then I will not watch another trailer for it because I don't remember what movie it was, but it was like in high school. I watched every single trailer for it that came out, and then when I watched the movie, I was like, I've already seen like most of these scenes.
I think even watching the trailers for Kinds of Kindness, like Mama.
Oh, they were so like big, but I was like, I'm not gonna look it up. I want to go into it blind. That's how I am with most movies. And so I went in, and when it said the first little like title, I was like, oh girl, it's Anthology Boots.
We need to do an episode on anthology movies.
Do you stand or no?
Normally, yes.
Oh, okay.
I did like it. I loved French Dispatch.
Okay.
Even Waves is like 2 movies in one, and that's one of my favorite movies. This movie, I liked it. I still just haven't had time to like read about it, so I think that's probably why I'm like still like jury still. I haven't even logged it on Letterboxd, and I watched it.
And that's how you know.
Like 2 days ago. Yeah, I watched it like 2 days ago.
Okay.
So, and I'm still sitting with her. Like she's on the shelf. She's like, I need to digest her a little bit more. I agree with you in that I like the first and the last one.
Yeah, I didn't really like the middle one.
The middle one.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I liked it. Okay, well, basically, Kinds of Kindness is the new Yorgos Lanthimos. Is that how you say his name? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I've been saying it like that. I'm like, is that right?
Yeah.
Movie.
Right off the tail of Poor Things. I feel like that's so hard. Poor Things was like, I feel like that's his best movie.
But Poor Things?
In my opinion.
No, I agree.
Okay. Yes.
But I also think it's the most like accessible, not for everyone, but like
totally yes.
This is so much more like for the film divas. Like I couldn't recommend this to anyone who's not like into film. Or like
Kinds of Kindness?
Yes.
Oh, totally.
Like it's like for the film girls.
Like I could totally tell in the theater like when it came up because it was on Tuesday too, so that's when like there's more regular people in there, not just the A-listers.
The A-listers, no, literally.
And when it ended, everyone was like, me as well too. I was like, And the person I went to go see with, they were like, did you like it? And I was like, I had to think about it, I think. And like I did like it. I'm just a little bit confused still. And I guess that's the point. Yeah.
And so I haven't actually read that much on it either, but I watched it with my boyfriend and my boyfriend's sister because she was here. And last time she was here, we watched Poor Things. So I was like, okay, every time you come, we're going to watch a new Yorgos movie. And we watched it. And I remember looking over. I was like, are they enjoying this? I was not sure. And then we got out of the theater. And I was like, did you like it? And she was like, loved it. I was like, thank God, because I was like, they're going to tell them to break up with me.
It's such a big like time commitment too.
Oh my God, I didn't know it was that long. Like, I don't look up anything, so I didn't realize like, oh, I'm coming out of the theater at 1 a.m.
Oh yeah,
it was crazy.
Yeah,
but I really enjoyed it. I love Emma Stone.
Yeah,
I love Willem Dafoe.
The acting, I think the direction was so interesting. I was telling you about that, like the way that, especially the side characters were delivering lines. Like I was like, wait, this choice is eating hard right now.
Oh my God, the side characters all having weird voices.
Yes,
but like Loki, I mean, okay, I don't mean this like just like not being as experienced actors. It seemed like as like, you know, you're going up against Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, like these incredible, like well-established, experienced actors, and then you have these people who seem like newcomers.
I love when movies do that.
It's so good because it makes it so like captivating. You're just like,
another movie I watched a couple months ago, it was called The Sweet East. Hella random movie. Okay. Had Jacob Elordi in it and Io DeBrey in it.
Oh, I know exactly what movie you're talking about.
And they did that too. There's a couple of directors that literally love to pluck just random people.
And I love
Red Rocket did that too. I love it.
Sometimes it gives us like the most iconic actors, like newcomers or whatever. Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
We could talk more about it.
We're gonna check in next week when I get to read a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's a kooky director.
He's a kooky little guy. But
he's a silly little fella.
It was like funnier than I expected, but like darkly funny.
No, yeah, it was like one of the ones you're like,
yeah,
you know?
Like literally that noise. Literally that noise.
It's because it feels wrong to laugh at it, and that's his tea.
And that's his tea.
And that's it.
And that is literally his tea. Yeah, loved it. I would recommend it. I think.
Yeah, I recommend it. Just don't go after your 8-hour work shift where you're on your feet the whole time.
I also watched. Oh my God, I watched so much, but I mean, okay, Emma loved. I watched it because I'm in my Josh O'Connor phase. He is so good.
He's in there.
You've seen it, right?
Yes.
Okay, because it's not Mia Goth, Anya Taylor-Joy, Josh O'Connor. I don't remember who else. What the fuck? Like so good, and also I didn't know the story. Like I don't know the Jane Austen lore.
It's for the girls, to be fair.
I loved it though.
Well, yeah, but like the girls knew.
No, yeah, the girls knew. I also I remember being shocked when I watched Little Women. I was like, that was so good, and everyone's like, yeah, well, girl, of
course.
Like okay.
It's like giving that meme that's like men learning about things that I had to deal with when I was like 11 years old. Men
gaining empathy at 25 years old. Oh my God. I watched Blue Velvet because I'm also in my David Lynch era because Josiah and I are watching Twin Peaks. I watched Blue Velvet. Didn't love it. Well, also I was expecting Mulholland Drive. Yeah. And I loved Mulholland Drive. Yeah. And this was like a lot.
You know, they're playing it in 4K later this month at the Academy. Just so you know.
Oh my God. Well, I guess I'm going. And then I watched Thelma, which I did want to talk about. I don't know if it's still going to be in theaters by the time this episode comes out.
Oh, yeah, you texted me. He literally texted me and was like, this is the movie of the year.
I didn't just text you. Well, I went through my list and I was like, everyone go see. Like, I don't think I've ever done that for a movie before. But I was like, everyone go see Thelma. Like,
it's a short one, huh? You don't know.
98 minutes.
Period.
Yeah. And it's like the perfect length. Okay, I'm going to read you the synopsis. When 93-year-old Thelma Post gets duped by a phone scammer pretending to be her grandson, she sets out on a treacherous quest across the city to reclaim what was taken from her.
I remember going into the Grove, trying to watch, or I was at Century City. Sorry, I just remembered what I was actually doing. And, you know, actually cut this part out.
We're back.
I went to Century City and then I was like validating my parking, and the ladies in front of us, there were 2 old women, and they were just yapping to the person in front of me in line about how good Thelma was. They're like, have you heard of this? You need to watch it. Like that type of beat.
It's like so indie.
Okay.
But okay, so Thelma,
I'm down to see it.
June Squibb. How do you say her name? Oh my God, June Squibb. The guy from White Lotus, the brother, from season 1, Parker Posey, as his mom / her daughter.
Oh, okay.
Girl, so good and so funny. Like there were so many moments where I genuinely laughed out loud. Aww. It was such like, it felt like a script that like they pitched as, what if a grandma was like in an action movie, and then that's exactly what they delivered.
Ooh, it's in LA too.
Yes, it's like a little bit of rom-com. Like it's a little bit of like.
Yeah, why do I have chills?
Oh, I cried. You will cry. It's
of course.
So
anything
good.
having to do with old people in movies, like, oh, I'm gonna sob.
It's so good. I like can't, guys. I'm not gonna say anything more because I really do think everyone should go watch it. If it's playing anywhere near you, go make the trek. Go check out like an indie theater near you. We had to go to like. Century City was the only place showing it at like one time a day.
Oh God, it's probably gone, huh?
I don't know.
Fuck.
I don't know. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Because it's like indie like boots. Like it's like I did not know any of the distributors. Anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to really discuss. I do want to talk about Twin Peaks when I finish it. Well, guys, it's okay because we have so much to talk about today. Nicole Kidman has a filmography. Sorry, I could not think of the word. Also, merch of the day. This is my Nicole Kidman We Come to This Place for Magic t-shirt from Super Yaki. Guys, like, okay, not to like this free promo. Well, whatever. They're like they run the business out of their house. Like, whatever. I have so much merch from them. It's like embarrassing. Like every time I go do the pickup, because you can just, if you live in LA, you can go pick it up. I'm like, they're gonna like know me.
Yeah,
but
and they probably love it.
Yeah, I don't know why it embarrasses me.
I don't know. I feel like it's
he's
such
always
an
at our house. Like that's the vibe it gives me.
Right.
But yeah, go check them out. I don't know if they still have this shirt up, but they just released like Twisters merch.
Oh wow.
Like an official collab. So.
Wait, cool.
Yeah, they're slaying. Anyways, okay, let's get started. There's a lot to cover. So Nicole Kidman, Australian queen. Let's start there.
I just read your note about.
Well, the whole thing was like I was not gonna say his name, or actually I'll just bleep it.
Yeah,
and that'll be like
that's funny.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, Australian queen. She was born in Hawaii. And that's why she has dual citizenship. She's like has American citizenship and Australian citizenship because of that. I just thought that was so interesting.
Okay.
Like, would you have guessed that Nicole Kidman was born in the U.S.? Well, like, no, she's Australian.
But I don't think that.
Whatever.
Okay, you thought you ate.
No, I did thought. I did thought. I did think I ate with that. Whatever. So many awards. I'm just gonna go through them very quickly. She recently received the AFI Lifetime Achievement Award like a few weeks ago. Actually, I think that was very recent. And so that's kind of why we were like, oh, we have to do this episode. Because it was just like, oh, I forgot that she's the most iconic actor of our time. Period. Well, she has 5.
I'm giving you your space to drop your tea.
Thank you. She's nominated for 5 Academy Awards, and she got 1 win for The Hours, which we'll talk about later. She has a BAFTA award, 2 Emmys, 6 Golden Globes. And I mentioned, like, I wrote down which ones so that we could talk about it, but she co-founded her production company Blossom Films in 2010. By the way, I was trying to find a website. They don't have a website.
Oh,
not weird.
No, the distribution company or the production company that I interned for in college also does not have a website.
Is that not
and
weird?
They produce like some of the biggest franchises you ever heard of. So like I don't understand.
I just feel like everyone that needs these like at least needs like a landing page. Why we enjoy Nicole? Oh, well, why do we enjoy Nicole Kidman's work?
What?
Like us.
Oh, us, like personally?
Yeah, sorry. I was not supposed to read that out loud.
Yeah.
But I can't see, so I didn't know what I was reading. So I was supposed to say.
That's literally me conducting an interview at work. I'm like, so why would you do? Like, I don't.
Have you seen the video from, I think it's like America's Top Model, where she's like, charismatic? And I like keep going, and it's like the wrong word. She's or what is it?
I know what you're talking about.
Are you charismatic? And it's like chartreuse is the word. Like that's me right now. Like I literally can't see. Anyways.
Oh God. Anyways, I love Nicole Kidman. She has different eras, but I'm a big fan of campy movies, and like she has so many good like campy movies.
Like, good campy.
Yes.
Like campy in the sense that is actively campy and knows it's campy.
Yeah.
And
she plays beautiful weird so well.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I eat that shit up.
Yes.
So that's why I love her.
Yeah. I just love her range. Like She really has something for everyone.
She's so happy to be there. You know, like, she's like, because, you know, like, some actors like take themselves way too fucking seriously.
Yeah, like, give me a break.
Yeah, and she, like, enjoys the camp of it all. She's like, I'm just honored to be in the conversation.
And she's so good.
Yeah.
Like, she's arguably one of the best actors, like, of our time, and she has no, like, pretentiousness about it.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'll do that Netflix rom-com, whatever. And I'm going to eat, and I'm going to eat. And I'm gonna eat and get that paycheck, and then go get an Academy Award with with that paycheck. Yeah, I just love her so much. I have a few things. Oh, new plug. We just started our Substack. The Our Hollywood Substack. It's literally just ourhollywood.substack.com. Where I'm doing little, like, what would you even call it? I guess it's a newsletter, but like that sounds so boring. It's kind of just like every week when we release the episode, we have a bunch of like resources, like articles, or whatever, links, essentially. And I kind of wanted to put them all in one place. So that's where that is going to be. The ones for the last 2 episodes are already there if you want to.
I'm sure at some point we'll do other stuff with it too.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of just what we are doing right now because like we just started and like, you know, we don't have guests yet.
Yeah, not too much.
Exactly. So I was like, well, let's start easy, but yeah, please go check that out. I worked very hard on it. I got a little too into it. Like I was coding. I was like,
oh
yeah.
Oh wow.
I was having fun with it. But yeah, so all these links will be on there. There's a Nicole Kidman's career and photos, which I thought was really interesting. The Elle cover story from this year, which iconic photo shoot. Do you remember that one?
No.
It's the one where she's flexing.
I do. Yeah. And people were. Anyways.
Oh, I didn't
People
know.
always talk about her body.
I hate that, and I do hate that, and I feel like she's been subject to that her whole career, which is so annoying. And yeah, also another fun fact I found when I was doing my deep dive was that she was inspired to act by Margaret Hamilton's performance as the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz.
Period.
Which I feel like explains so much.
It really does.
Like she saw the Wizard of Oz and said, "What about that diva? What about her? What about the green one?" Which
she's gonna love Wicked.
Yeah, she's gonna love Wicked. So I did break this down into eras because I have Swiftie brain. And they don't necessarily align exactly. Like there's some that like the years kind of overlap, or I'm like, well, this fits in this one, so I'm putting it here. Okay. And also like her career is just so like expansive and like so many genres that they don't fit necessarily into these eras. It's just we're a podcast and we need, otherwise we will just go off track. So and
we continue will.
Yeah, we probably will anyway, but this is just a sense of structure for us to yap about. All right, so the first one is the Breakthrough era, which is her
early work.
Yeah, her early work, Becoming Discovered. Did you? Okay, so her first movie was BMX Bandits in 1983. Did you like skim through it?
No.
Girl, it's crazy.
Oh wow, the
entire movie's on YouTube.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I'll link it on the Substack if anyone's interested. It's just like so.
You watched it though?
No. I would like skimmed. I did exactly that, which is I went to the middle and watched one scene, and I was like, period.
Oh, her.
She's always got it.
Well, yes.
Yeah, like she's so good. I did not watch it though.
So 80s.
Yeah. And then she did Emerald City in 1988, another Australian film. Again, she has so many movies. Some of these we're literally just gonna name drop and move on because there's not too much to say about it. And then Dead Calm in 1989, starring alongside Sam Neill, period king. And
who is that?
Sam Neill?
Who is that?
From Jurassic Park. Sam Neill.
Girl.
King. Are you? You do know who he is. Girl. Do you really not?
Oh, okay,
Yes.
Well, of course. Well, yeah, I just don't know his real name. All I know is Jeff Goldblum.
Okay, you know, everyone has... Jurassic Park has something for everyone. It has Jeff Goldblum for you, as Laura Dern for me, and it has Sam Neill for my boyfriend. He loves Sam Neill, and I don't know why. No. Like, I know why. He's an incredible actor, but I'm like obsessed with him. Like, okay, King. Like, we love a micro obsession. Like, we've all been there. And
totally.
there was a Decider article kind of revisiting this film, and they said what's extraordinary about Kidman's performance in Dead Calm is that it's not sophomoric. I don't know if I said that right. In the slightest, Nicole Kidman emerges as a force on the screen, fully formed, like Athena from Zeus's skull. Like, okay. Like, period.
There's a certain level of brain rot for, like, film critics.
Well, yes. Because they really want you to, like, take their job seriously.
Which, like, it is. It's just, like, it's so funny.
You know what I hate? It's the camera rolling. I hate when people complain about Letterboxd having funny reviews.
Like, who's complaining about that?
Well, you don't have Twitter, so you have so, like, your piece is so protected because, like, there's so many people that are like, Letterboxd is just like blah 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 brain rot review, and I'm like, first of all, if you go down a little bit, there's people who write essays on Letterboxd.
Oh, 100%, and I don't read them.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding. I do.
Okay, I love reading them.
I just wanted to be like sassy.
Okay, you just wanted to like a what's it called? Not a voice note. What's it called when they clip your
soundbite?
Soundbite.
Oh yes.
But yeah, I'm just
gotta get views somehow.
Why did I bring that up? Oh, because film critic brain rot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Sometimes I'm just like, calm down.
There's a space for both you guys.
Yeah.
It's not that fucking serious.
Yeah. Anyways, Days of Thunder, 1990, alongside He Who Must Not Be Named. And if there's a random if there's a random beep throughout this episode, that is me bleeping out his name. It's like
beep and thunder.
What?
Like, that's what it sounds like. It's just like, you know, well, actually, I don't know because I've never even watched Harry Potter. Voldemort?
Oh, yes. Wait, what?
You know how they're not supposed to say his name?
Yes, he was not my name.
Yeah.
Anyways, starring alongside I wrote, apparently it flopped and people called it Top Gun on wheels. Clearly, it did not affect either of their careers. And then on other places, I found that it was considered her international breakout.
Is that how they met?
I think so.
Yeah.
And it was one of the highest grossing films of the year. So I don't know what the truth is. Like, I literally don't know. It might be one of those
Anybody born in 1990 or was around for 1990, can you tell us what the actual...
Anybody that was around for 1990. Like, a lot of people, actually.
You know, I stayed doing that at work. Like, I'll be like... Because I work with vintage clothes. And, like, I'll hellos be talking. And they're like, well, I was there. And I'm like, oh, right.
You're like, oh, I forgot the world existed before I got here. Like, you guys have been here.
Y'all been.
Yeah, whatever. Sorry,
cool.
I'm not, like,
pre-Fast and the Furious franchise.
It's just giving straight. Like, I'm not, and that's the thing about Nicole Kidman. Like, she has movies for the straight, she has movies for the gays.
That's why she got chosen for the AMC commercial, because she literally hits
for everyone.
all the tentpoles.
Yeah. This one was one I actually found last night. Flirting from the 1991, co-starring. I'm gonna butcher this. I think it's just Thandie Newton, but that W is throwing me for a loop. And Naomi Watts. It's an indie Australian film. It looks kind of good, so I think I'm gonna watch it at some point. And then she also had Far and Away in 1992, Malice 1993, My Life in 1993. And that was kind of her,
and she probably
ate. Yeah, I haven't seen too much from her early years, but whatever. It was a necessary step to get what we got.
And this is our favorite era.
This is our favorite era. I love that you didn't even need to ask me. Like, you just knew it was this one.
Of course.
Yeah, this is my favorite Nicole Kidman era.
Yeah. The campy era. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
well, where do
To
we
Die
start?
For, I guess. 1995.
Yes. So Kim just watched this for the very first time.
Literally, like minutes
I walked
ago.
in and it was on screen.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Love.
Love.
I've been dying to watch. I've been dying to watch this movie ever since I saw a clip of Joaquin Phoenix.
Love.
It was like it was like one of those like Velocity edits, and then like Nicole Kidman was in one of the like.
Wait, I actually have no idea what you're talking. Velocity edit?
You know exactly what a Velocity.
Wait, like zoom, like that?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that's
and
what they were called.
To a song.
Wait, side note. I've spent the last 2 weeks trying to find this one edit of. It was like an Ethel Cain song with like female rage. Like that's what it was.
It's like that. Well, that's not a Velocity edit. That's like a fan edit. But like here, I'll show you the Velocity edit, and you know it exactly.
And it will be on our Substack newsletter. The edit. Oh, the tune. Is it that song? Like, it has to be that song?
No, it doesn't have to be that song, but like that slow-mo part is a velocity edit.
Oh my God. Not the internet, like, slang.
Oh yeah, they ate that. My For You page is full of fan edits.
So is mine.
I love fan edits.
I'm about to start sending you them. I didn't know you were an edit stan.
Oh, I love edits.
I have a folder on my phone where I save them because I'm scared that they'll
on your actual phone.
In my camera roll, and I'll watch through them like at night.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay, period.
Well, yes. Anyways, I saw one of those because I love Joaquin Phoenix. He's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah, he's so good.
And I saw that fan edit, and I was like, wait, what the hell is this? Wait, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
And then I've been meaning to watch it, and then I was gonna, and then I got taken off of all streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And then you had it, and it's in the Criterion collection.
Very recently. They added it like 2 rounds ago or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just got it for the Barnes & Noble sale. Yeah, 50% off.
I need to tap in.
You do, because
I need to tap in.
Every time the Barnes & Noble sale comes around,
I just literally didn't have any money for the past year. But now
that's fair.
I'm up. Now I'm up.
Yeah.
So.
I also got Anatomy of a Fall.
Oh, gorge. I still haven't seen that.
Oh, I'll let you borrow it. It's so good.
Anyway, so Nicole Kidman, obviously, Joaquin Phoenix, Matt Dillon, Casey Affleck.
Crazy cast, by the way.
Amazing cast. Everybody ate.
Yeah.
Not a single person faltered. Also, Red from That 70s Show is Nicole Kidman's dad.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh.
I've never seen That 70s Show.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anyways, he's Nicole Kidman's dad. And do you want to talk about like the connection to OJ?
Yeah. Okay, so every Criterion release has like an essay in the little pamphlet that comes with. It's always different. Sometimes it's a little book, sometimes it's a little fold out. Like, they're very detailed release, like physical media releases.
It's literally for the film
yeah
cinephiles.
And I love reading those little essays. First of all, Criterion, if you're listening, hit me up. I would love to write one. I don't have the qualifications yet, but like I would love to write like a Criterion essay. Next time you put a Nicole Kidman movie, when Practical Magic joins the Criterion collection, hit me up. But yeah, so the one for this release is kind of adding context to the time that the movie was released, because obviously we were not around. We weren't there.
Anybody around for 1990?
Yeah, comment below. It just kind of explains how the spectacle of television was just kind of beginning because the O.J. Simpson case.
Like true crime.
And like, what's the word? Also, the past 2 episodes, there's been like moments where I spend 30 seconds like trying to figure out a word. That is not that hard. So I don't know what that is. I guess not glorification of true crime. Like, I don't know. Like, just
we've literally had an episode about this.
Yes, and go listen to, or actually, don't go listen to that. I don't know what we said. Who knows what we said?
I think we used glorification.
The glorification with serial killers. Oh yes, we did with Rachel. Yeah. Oh wait, that episode was good. I think. I
imagine so.
Yeah. Well, sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
I would like to think sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I wrote a little quote from the essay, and it's, "There's a new Suzanne Stone minted every minute in the little TVs we all carry around in our pockets these days." I just got the chills. Like, that's crazy. Because
you have to read The Society of the Spectacle.
Okay,
I think that's why Nope is also, that's my favorite Jordan Peele movie.
Do you have it?
Yeah, I'll give. Oh.
Sorry, the camera turned off.
Yeah, Society of the Spectacle is, it's literally like this fucking big, seriously. But I used it a lot when it came to like college because I'm obsessed with the spectacle. That's why I studied film in the first place. Like, I did just think it's so interesting. Also, like the era that we lived in of like social media, like everybody's craving it. Like everybody. There's not a single well, there's people that don't have Instagrams.
Love. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous, but then other times I'm like, whatever. I actually would rather live in this time period than like I don't want to die of like tuberculosis.
Right.
Because both of the Nicole Kidman movies I watched yesterday have tuberculosis as a plot point.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like,
I was like,
no,
okay, tuberculosis. Okay, I was like, okay, tuberculosis.
I was just like, well, I'm so glad we have like technology. Like, sorry, I was meant to be in this time.
I agree with you. What was I even talking about?
I don't know. Oh, who do you think?
Oh, the Society of the Spectacle.
Yes, the Spectacle.
Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna let you borrow it. It's really short. It's interesting. It's very like, it's an old ass fucking book, so like take it with a grain of salt, obviously. But like, it's just so crazy. It's always crazy to me that like there's books from like the 40s, 50s that are so like, applicable to today. Like, damn, shit don't change, huh?
Yeah.
Like, it really does.
It's also sometimes where you're like, I feel like it applies better now than it did back then.
Oh, 100%. That's why when we read it in class, I was gagged. Because I'm like, it literally sent me into existential crisis. I was like, it is recording.
Okay, sorry.
It literally sent me into an existential crisis because I was like, how did they know? How did this man that would look at an iPhone and combust?
Yeah. How did he know? Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess just humans.
My eyes tearing up talking about that.
Humans have always loved a spectacle, and I was thinking about this recently because, like, have you heard the term "LOL cow"?
No.
Okay, it's just something I've been seeing on social media recently, and it's like a term they coined for the viral person of the moment that people are almost making fun of. It's borderline
like Gypsy Rose.
Yes. Like it's like everyone's like, oh my god, I love her so much, but it's almost to a point where like, are you bullying this person? Are they in on the joke that
not as mean girling?
Yes, it's basically that. And so it's like there's always a new one. Like people get obsessed with someone, they like meme them, and then they move on. And so that's kind of like, it's like just the jesters, the town fool. Like it's like, no, but it is. Like,
you're eating.
It's.
I'm just gagged. Like, whoa. Because I thought about Gypsy Rose and I'm like, no. But you're right.
Yeah, like people they take something, they run with the internet. I'm like the one, who's that girl, the sports girl?
Huh?
Oh, you haven't been online. And you're literally, you know what, I'm not even going to bring it up. You deserve to
the
live
Hawk Tua girl?
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I just heard Hawk Tua and I was like, huh? And I saw the clip and I was like, what? Okay. I just don't. I think it's straight.
Wait, I don't even know what the clip is.
It's like, those straight fucking interviews that people do at like bars.
Yeah,
it was something, and she was like, it was just obviously talking about dick, and the straight, because it's Barstool Sports coded, so it's like the straight people were like, whoa.
The way I thought it was a sport or like a sports team, Hawk. Like I thought it was the Hawks or something.
Oh, that's gonna be merch. She's gonna come out with merch. It's gonna be like jerseys with Hawk Tua. And it's like an eagle on it. If Hawk Tua girl is watching this, I have a business proposition for you.
You're trademarking it. But yeah, that's kind of like what this movie's about. It's like she wants to be like the moment. And not like that.
Comparing this queen. No, she's not a queen, actually.
She's not a queen, girl.
She's not a queen.
She's a problematic booth, but like that is the point of the movie.
Oh my god, the part in the movie where her husband leaves and then she closes the door and she like goes in the living room and she literally like
love.
Oh, she hit the cunt button.
Yeah.
She hit the cunt button. And the lighting in the room goes like dark.
Yes.
And like it turns into a different.
It almost looks like a set, like a play. It's so good.
I literally was like,
you stood up.
I know.
It's that meme of the sitting forward.
I was like thoroughly gagged. And then when she opened the door and the lighting was different, then oh my god, I love a visual like mood setting.
Also, not to spoil anything, but what did you think of the ending?
Yeah.
Loved.
Period. Because sometimes I hate when like the bad person wins.
Then that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Because it's like,
because I did, and like I fall victim to it too. Because I'm like, cut, and I'm like, wait. She's actually doing really horrendous.
Yeah, she's like a criminal.
Yeah. She's an awful human.
Yeah.
But also another part that ate was like when her perception of the media. You remember when she was walking out the courthouse? Yes. Oh, because I was like, that is literally how I think like these like criminals.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, and I was like, they ate that thing up.
Did you ever see the documentary "Don't F with Cats"? Don't watch it. They do show cats being murdered, but there was this guy who it's almost the same story where like he was just like obsessed with himself and like the media. There's I remember watching this and I got the literally just got the chills thinking about it. So he kills a man, and then there's footage of him like disposing of the body, whatever. He walks back into the hotel, stops to look at himself in the mirror, like fixes his hair, and then just goes about doing his murderous things. And it's like, I just can't believe people are like that.
I know.
Like, it's just so shocking.
It does make me ill that like people are walking around like that.
Like, you do want to believe in the human spirit.
And they also come in the form of situationships and fuckboys as well. That's like them causing harm without actually murdering somebody.
Did you write this?
Yes, I did write this. Anyway,
the way this threw me for a loop, I was like, "What word is that?" I couldn't read it. It's just. It's just.
It was like fangirl.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a part in this movie where they're like having the most intense conversation, and then they are just saying back and forth, "Yeah, he deserves to die." Yeah. And then Sweet Home Alabama starts playing, and she just gets out of the car and starts dancing.
So good. It's so good.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
No notes.
I would say, if of all these movies we're going to talk about,
this one. This is going straight into my favorite movies list on Letterboxd.
It's so good. Also, she won the Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy for her performance in this.
Well deserved.
Yeah, loved it so much. Go check it out. Criterion, 50% off Barnes and Noble. Batman Forever also came out this year. Camp also very
which
camp.
Which?
Like a doctor, like a very like, not a major. For some reason in my head, she played Poison Ivy. That is not true.
No,
actually. I guess I just saw some fan edit online or something. Oh.
Okay.
These are like fun. I remember liking these when I was a kid. I haven't rewatched it since.
Yeah, I feel like the set design was interesting. It's the one with Jim Carrey in it, right?
Yeah, he's the Riddler.
Yeah, right? The Val Kilmer Batman.
The way I thought it was Michael Keaton.
No.
I don't remember this movie. But this is the one with Poison Ivy, right? Who plays Poison Ivy?
I don't think that's this one, my love.
I swear she's in the poster. Wait, go back up.
No, that's not her.
Who is? Oh, that's the Riddler. Oh, you know what? Maybe I haven't seen this one.
Really?
I thought I had.
Well, like, I feel like all... Oh, my God. It's so funny. You've never seen that part. You've never seen this.
No, I have. I've seen, like, clips of it, but maybe I haven't seen it in its entirety.
Like, I just think the plasticky look is so cunt.
I love it.
They don't build sets like this no more.
No, it's really good. It's really good.
Give me this without, like... Fuck CGI. Give me this.
Well, I hate the trend of like serious superhero. Like, I love like they look like plastic toys. Like, I love that because that's what they are. Like, why are we taking it so seriously?
Yeah.
Which maybe we'll get back with James Gunn being in charge of DC
I think
now.
We'll have like a taste of it kind of with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, we'll see.
They do a little, like, the fact that they put Hugh Jackman in like the comic book version of the costume is kind.
Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't happen before. I feel like he's been.
Well, that's because it was like
edgy.
Yeah, it was dark.
The 2000s.
Logan did eat though.
Oh, I sobbed.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I wasn't even like attached to the character. Or
no, me either.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
I love the old Batman movies.
Yeah, it's still like so iconic. Okay. Practical Magic 1998. I just recently discovered it, and apparently at the same time as everyone else.
Really?
I guess so. Like, I saw it. Actually,
this is a girlhood movie.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I saw this when I was in Portland.
That's an episode. Girlhood movies. Sorry.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Girlhood. Uptown Girls as well. Anyways.
I was in Portland, and this little indie theater called the Clinton Street Theater was doing like a witches film festival.
Love.
So it was all movies about witches, like literally like The Witch, and then like Practical Magic, like anything that was about witches. And Josiah and I were like, should we go watch it? We'd never seen it, but I was like, Nicole Kidman, I'm sold. We went in, the theater was full, and
oh, she played a witch in Bewitched as well.
Yes. And I was shocked by how much I loved this movie.
Oh, it's a sleeper hit.
It's, oh my God, so good. And like, it's so of the time. Like, the needle drops are crazy.
The needle drops, their hair, bitch.
Yeah. Oh.
Their hair.
I just want to say, Nicole Kidman with ginger hair is so iconic.
This movie.
Raising your hand.
This movie inspired me to get layers. I was so opposed to layers for so fucking long because I just honestly didn't know what it was. And then I remember watching this movie with my friends in college for the first time ever, and I was like, how the fuck did they get her hair to look like that? And they all turned to me and they're like, Mama layers. And I was like, sold. That's all you needed to tell me. I just needed and here I am. Yeah. Years later, continued with layers. Period. Changed my life for the better. Yeah. It really did.
I love that. Yeah, iconic. This movie is so iconic. I'm gonna link an NPR article in the Substack.
It's the perfect fall movie.
Yes. Mm-hmm. It's called "What Practical Magic Taught Me About Life, Love, and the Importance of Sisterhood," and I just thought it was a cute little essay. It was considered a commercial failure at the box office, which is crazy because I feel like it has so much staying power, and they just announced Practical Magic 2 with both of them returning.
Well, that's so many of these movies that we like love now. Like they flopped at the box office, but they resonated with so many people. That's like
over time.
Yes, and that's like the type of movies I would want to make. Like I don't really like
a cult classic.
Yeah, I want a cult classic. I want people to like actually resonate with like what I'm trying to make people feel than like commercial success. Like I don't really care.
Also, like movies are in theaters for such a short amount of time now that I feel like this kind of trajectory is gonna happen for so many movies, because movies are in theaters for like 2 months and then they go on streaming, and then that's how sometimes people are like, oh wait, this movie's so good, I wish I saw it when it was in theaters, but like whatever, they wasn't like no one knew about it. Okay, also I was thinking about that line at the end because I was like, what? I was trying to remember it and I was like, I have to write it down because I'm going to read it on the podcast. They say it at the beginning, and then the way it plays into the story is so good, and then they say it again at the end, but there are some things I know for certain. Always throw spilt salt. Also, I can hear the little music in my head. Always throw spilt salt over your left shoulder. Keep rosemary by your garden gate. Plant lavender for luck, and fall in love whenever you can. And that is so cute.
Oh, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, like I will cry right now.
Fall in love whenever you can,
like,
bitch.
What a beautiful. And it's also okay. Wait, actually, no. We need to say this. The movie isn't just a rom-com. It's like she has a husband. She falls, like she's in love with him. Whenever he passes away, and then it's about the journey of like being able to fall in love again, and like how that is not betraying anything you had with this other person. It's just like it's something else.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I feel like
sick to my stomach.
And like I feel like that's like so good, especially for like a witchy like movie. I don't know. I was just like, I feel like it's so groundbreaking. Like period. Like they ate that.
They really did.
They're both so good in this.
Was it directed by a woman?
I don't know. I probably should have written that down, but I was like, we're talking about Nicole. There's a screen grab. Whoa, calling it a screen grab is crazy. There's a scene in this where Nicole Kidman is holding a black cat.
Man.
What? A man? What's his name?
Griffin Dunn. Griffin, sorry you ate that.
You did eat that. There's a part where Nicole Kidman's holding a black cat, and I was like, that is like the most iconic thing I've ever seen. With her like ginger hair, she's like on the cliff, the sun is setting.
The outfits.
The outfits are really good in this. The little is she wearing low-rise jeans? I feel like I have an image of when she's at the hotel. This movie's so good. And then the aunts. It's just so good. Like
yeah. If you love 90s fashion, go watch this movie.
Yes. Also, the fashion of Nicole Kidman. Let's talk about that, because she always looks so good in whatever she's in.
Well, yeah.
Even if she's playing like in Nine Perfect Strangers, when she's like the cult leader, she still looks so good. Mm-hmm. Also, Queen of Wigs. She said, "You're not doing my hair for this. Put a wig on me." Period.
Okay, written by women though. Period.
Yeah, there's a book, and I'm gonna read it.
Oh, it's a book.
Yes, it's a book.
Aww.
Yeah. Love Practical Magic. So good.
So excited for the sequel.
So excited. Hopefully it's good.
I know. I wonder. I really hope it's just by the same people. Like, don't do too much. Like,
I think there's other books, so maybe they're just doing that. Okay. And I heard the book is about their daughters, which I would love. Okay, period.
Love.
Yeah.
Period.
Moulin Rouge, 2001.
We are in desperate need of another girlhood movie, you guys.
Yeah, we are. We're in a recession.
It's getting really horny, which I do also appreciate. But I need to like feel something soft again.
Feel love for your sisters again. Directed by Baz Luhrmann, co-starring Natalie Mendoza, Ewan McGregor. I don't know why I put Natalie Mendoza
Did
first.
you say Moulin Rouge? I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like,
I just saw this for the first time last night. I had it in the serious era, and then I watched it and I was like, oh, I did not know what this was about. No, let me tell you, I did not know what this was about. I knew nothing about this movie. I didn't know Ewan McGregor was in it. I didn't know it was a jukebox musical. I didn't know that it was essentially like Romeo and Juliet, like Orpheus. Like I didn't know it was that. Like I didn't know literally anything about the movie. Imagine my shock when one of the characters' name is Toulouse, and I was like Ariana Grande's dog. Didn't know that, Mama. Didn't know any of that. And all of Baz Luhrmann's movies, like, you do have to like be ready. Like, you have to like, okay, like, this is what we're doing.
I love his style.
And it took me like a second to like get into it, but once I was like, okay, period, I'm in it.
Once you realize like where you are, you're like, okay.
Once you like locate yourself, you're like, okay, I'm in it. Like, I'm ready.
I just am sitting there, imagine you thinking you're gonna watch a serious film, and then being like,
No, and Josiah had already seen it, and so he kept looking at me, and every time like a new like when they started singing Like a Virgin, I was like, no, what's the first one they sing? Oh, the Sound of Music, like the hills are, and I was like,
that's crazy. Because I'm on like Moulin Rouge Broadway TikTok as well.
That's crazy.
So like,
that's a crazy TikTok to be on.
I love Moulin Rouge.
A period.
I love jukebox musicals. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because that's like I was thinking about Lana, not coming out.
No, I know. I got the reference. Absolutely.
Imagine being there when it happened.
Yeah.
Mama, I was living.
Yeah.
For that. Anyways, because I think that's just like how I like a lot of us process our lives too, is like associating songs with what's going on in our lives. So like I think that's why I love jukebox musicals.
Yeah, it's so, and it's like some just jukebox musicals. Like, I'm not like controversial. This is gonna be very controversial. Like Mamma Mia, like I like it. I do like it. But sometimes I'm like, okay, this song kind of feels like random right now.
Oh, okay.
But with this one, it was like so much.
Opening with "I Kissed the Teacher" is so funny. Anyways, for the second Mamma Mia.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh, wow.
I will. Okay. No one come for me. I do like love Mamma Mia. Anyways, I love that the movie is just about like the corniness and campiness of love. That's so fierce.
Oh, I need to watch it again. I haven't watched it in years.
It's so good, and I just was like yeah, love is like corny, like whatever. Like, yeah, it does feel like there's so many love songs, but it's because everyone like falls in love.
Yeah,
that is so, and yeah, that's corny. Whatever.
Yeah, relinquish yourself to love.
Yeah.
Oh, return to love.
We're seeing a pattern here. Well, maybe not the to die for, but
right. Yeah, honestly, well, because like Baz Luhrmann, I was telling Daniel before we recorded, like I just love how like that his direction is like for everyone to play it really serious.
Yeah.
But then like the setting, the like scenery, like everything is so like high like volume that it's like
glamorous.
Yeah, glamorous. Like I love it so much.
There's one part. Well, there's so many parts where I would just be like, period. Like, I would just say period. And one of them is at the end when the gun, like, you're like, oh, who's going to get the gun or whatever. And it flies out the window and hits the Eiffel Tower. I literally was like, oh, period. Oh, my God, period. Like, I could not believe it. I don't know why. I was just like, that was so, like, literally a painting of the Eiffel Tower. Like, I don't know how to explain. Like, you have
I know. I remember the sound.
And
I
it goes
hear it.
Like,
yeah,
it's so good. It's so good. And there's so many moments like that. There's when they're trying to convince.
Did you cry?
No.
Okay.
But I mean, it's sad, but it's kind of just like.
It makes sense.
I do love a haunting the narrative, or like, they're gonna die, like tragedy.
Yeah.
And I loved that aspect of it in this movie, but I was kind of hoping it wouldn't.
Oh my God, Baz Luhrmann only makes tragedies. I just realized this. Because Elvis is a real life tragedy.
Yeah, I agree. For everyone involved.
Wait,
it's so
sad.
You ate that. You ate that.
Clip that shit.
Yeah.
Clip that shit.
Well, yeah, Romeo and Juliet.
Oh.
That's the only ones I can think of right now. But
what was the other Red Curtain movie? Because he has like the Red Curtain trilogy.
It's another musical? Is it a musical?
It's Strictly Ballroom. I haven't watched that one.
I haven't seen it either.
But
we should do a Baz Luhrmann episode.
Please.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's one of my favorite directors. Yeah. I love that king. Yes. There's a literal like, because you know how we have Dancing with the Stars? The UK version of Dancing with the Stars is Strictly Ballroom, and I wonder if there's any connection. There probably.
Oh, probably.
Is. Anyways.
I was gonna say something. Moulin Rouge. I don't know. She got her first Oscar nomination for this and received her second Golden Globe. Well earned. She's so good in this. Also, I love that she can play camp so earnestly. Like, you just believe the characters, like, immediately. You're just in it. You're like, okay, this is what we're doing. Like, she sells anything so well. And I was also thinking about it, like, so many of these movies, like, if it was anyone else, like, she just elevates anything she's in to, like, the highest possible status. Like, I don't know. That's just so
How
cool.
does it feel to, like, eat that hard?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, seamlessly eat like that.
It's just so crazy.
I wonder what I want to watch her get, like, directed. Like, I want to know what the feedback is for her.
And I bet she's like,
she takes it with grace.
yes.
She's like, she really sits with it.
Also, I was watching an interview with her, or maybe it was I was reading an article. I don't know. It'll be in the Substack where they're like talking and whatever, and she writes something about like, she's like, I can't sleep at night sometimes, just thinking about like the world and that are like just like so deep. And I was like,
what is her sign?
June 20th, I think. Yeah, June 20th.
So, Gemini.
My brother.
She gives big air sign. I don't know, air or water.
I thought there was something so like
Gemini.
Period.
I knew a fellow air sign when I fucking heard that shit.
I just there was something so relatable. Like, I knew Nicole Kidman would be haunted by her thoughts at night. Like, I love that, like, period queen. Me too. Like, yes, and late at night thinking about like having like, I almost said paranormal, existential thoughts. And like, I feel like she is too, and I would just love to like talk to her about that.
Totally.
I'm like, Queen.
I want to know what her and Keith Urban's household is like. I really can. I spend the night. This is my formal ask to spend the night. Oh, it's about to die as fuck.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she also released The Peacemaker in 1997.
We got through the good parts, at least filmed.
I think there's some really, really good ones coming.
There are, but like the Practical Magic and the
these are like my favorite. Okay. And I do wonder if like her sort of like the awards made her consider what project she was taking a little differently, because it seems like these are just so like, I don't know. I
want like one of those auctions where it's like an auction to like have dinner with Nicole Kidman, and I would pay
so much money.
You would go into severe credit card debt.
Yes, I would. All right, this is the acclaimed era. So these are movies that are taken very seriously and gained a lot of award recognition. And for her as well, people started kind of taking her as more of a serious like actor in this era. So Eyes Wide Shut came out in 1999 with again. And it was directed by Stanley Kubrick, and this is actually his last film. He did not get to
Speaking of, well, okay, so like Yorgos Lanthimos is like silly little freak, and then Stanley Kubrick is like freak nasty.
I thought you were gonna say, speaking of Stanley Kubrick, R.I.P. Shelley Duvall.
Also that. Also very much that. That was the first thing I saw when I picked up my phone on my break, and I was like, fuck.
It ruined my day. I was like, no. But, okay. You probably didn't see this because you're not on Twitter. There's this girl called...
No, she's on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, period. Okay, we all got access to her. I'm so glad that, like...
Somebody told her, like, how important she is.
Yes, that makes me so, like... I'm just like, oh, thank God, like, she was able to give, like all these people love you. Like, I'm so glad she was able to know that.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
like, yeah, okay, let's move on. Anyways, okay, spill the lore here. I wrote. So, this movie, Stanley Kubrick made it, like... during his final days. He didn't get the chance to edit it, and he would like make edits up until like the day before they would send it out to the theaters. Like, he was working on all his movies like to the last minute. He was so meticulous about everything. Maybe a little annoying, I would say. Right. Well, I mean, I guess I can't say that because his movies... Oh my God. Literal jump scare. Firework jump scare. Girl, it's not even 4th of July anymore. No, they hella did that. Like, that killed the camera. That literally killed the camera. Yeah.
It got scared. Now it's done.
That's crazy. Anyways, he didn't get to finish it, and there's a lot of like conspiracies around this movie because of the subject matter. They were like, they killed Stanley Kubrick because of what he was trying to expose.
Right.
Personally, I don't think so. No. I think he just died, and that's what happened. And I also like, you do need to watch. I think maybe once you watch this movie, we'll circle back to this one. I'm not gonna say too much about this.
I'm so scared to watch this movie.
It's not scary. It's not.
People are like, it's so unsettling. I feel like people say this shit and I'm gonna watch it and be like, okay.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
It's not a horror movie. Okay. I wouldn't even consider it a thriller. I'd call it like a mystery.
Oh wow. Okay, and then this is my theory: is that Baz Luhrmann watched Eyes Wide Shut and laid his eyes on Nicole Kidman and was like, "Wait, yes, I need her."
And if you're right, because I did put this in, like, I swapped the sections for those two, but I do think a lot of directors saw this and were like, oh, I need to work with her.
Ooh, okay, I'll have to watch it.
Well, then. Maybe, I guess you could say that about any of her movies, but Eyes Wide Shut, she's really good in Eyes Wide Shut.
This is one of those movies that I used to lie and say that I saw it so I sound cooler.
That's fair. That's so fair. I actually, I really enjoyed it, actually.
Okay.
And I don't like
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That man.
Yeah, like I'm not obsessed with the performances. I wanted Nicole Kidman in it much more, but it's like the
subject matter.
It's just interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that's real.
Oh my god! Literally at work, people were talking about it.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Like those types of parties.
Was there like
like they were literally like, oh, have you been to the, like, hella casually talking about it too. I was like,
they asked you, have you been to
No, not to me. I was just overhearing a conversation and I was like, okay, divas.
Oh, interesting. I don't want to go to one. I don't want to go to one. Like, it scares me. But anyways, I found an article that said she shreds all her scripts because it feels like baggage. And I just thought that was so interesting.
Girl, sell those.
Period. Well, like,
for charity.
She's like, it's like a thing for her. Like, she's like, okay,
it's cathartic.
Move on to the next one. Yes. Girl, we're all divas like this.
Yeah.
Like, we all do our own.
I would probably do some shit like that.
Yes. Me too. Like, I get it. Actually, we are hoarders. Well, collectors.
Okay.
I fear we wouldn't shred them.
No,
we wouldn't. But I just thought it was so interesting. I love hearing about their process when they're not like psychotic, like method actors that harmed their coworkers. Mm-hmm. Anyways, The Others, 2001, directed by Alejandro Amenábar. I don't know if I said that right. Also Criterion, and I'll link the essay for it in the Substack. It's just kind of talking about the inspiration for the film and cool technical details. This is like a haunted house movie. Set like right after, so it's after World War II. Sorry. And it's like
no, we can't laugh at that.
No, wait, guys, we did just cut out a big chunk of stuff. And that's why we're laughing. We're not laughing about World War II.
Yeah.
It's
not funny about World.
No. Anyways,
shit's not funny. Right?
This is one of my favorite horror movies, and I think you would like it because it's not like a jump scare. I'd say it's suspense. Like, you're like, what's gonna happen? There are some horror elements to it, obviously, but it kind of takes the idea of a haunted house movie and kind of like flips it. This is a quote from that essay. What carries us through the film and gives it a human depth is that it is tragic and truly touching. Oh, that is tragic and truly touching is ultimately the sincerity and profundity. Profundity? How do you say that?
I think so.
Of Kidman's investment and inventiveness. Around which everything else is organized. And I think you could say that for a lot of her movies.
It's a haunted house movie. Mm-hmm. So what's her part in it?
She plays the mom. So she's like the mom. She has these two kids. He's like what do you call them? Like the people that like clean around the house. They like help.
The maids?
No, because it's like they're like there's the gardener, like the au pair, like they're just like they want to
housekeepers.
Yeah, housekeepers.
Okay.
They show up and they're like, oh, are you hiring? And she's like, period, come in. She's very hyper religious.
Mm-hmm. She's a single mom.
Yes, the husband went to the war.
Oh.
Okay. And he hasn't come back. And the kids are allergic to sunlight, so all the windows have to be closed at all times, like as they move throughout the house. And I just thought it was like the first time I watched it, I clearly did not get the historical context. I watched it when I was so young. And then when I was rewatching, I was like, I forgot, like, it's just so like a good way to capture like the paranoia and the sort of the emotional aftermath of like a war like that. And also like the sort of, you know how we were talking about how like you wish the whale was a little bit more about like religious, like sort of like grappling with, oh, what if it's not real, like that kind of thing. This movie touches on that a little bit, like the loss of faith in like such an interesting way, and it's just crazy. I love when horror movies are like very deep or have like a historical context layer, because I think it adds so much to it. Because this could have just been like whatever, The Conjuring, Insidious, but I think adding all that context like makes it a whole different movie, and that's probably why Nicole Kidman wanted to do it. And also they do this really cool thing where every time they light, because it's all candles, they don't have any electricity. But every time they light a candle, like you could see like off screen they're like turning on a light, but it's so seamless that like it kind of looks like a play, you know, like you light a candle that brings all this light. You know, the light is not from that candle, but it just looks so cool.
Wait, fun.
Yeah, so watch it for the technical stuff because it's really cool. And then it's based on the short story The Turn of the Screw, which has been, girl, they've made so many versions of that story. The Haunting of Bly Manor is that. The Finn Wolfhard movie The Turning is that. Like there's just so many versions of it. I was so shocked. I was like, damn, he wrote that short story, and people said okay.
That's like all of so many things.
She won a BAFTA for it and was nominated for Golden Globes. So if you guys are into horror, go check it out. It's Nicole Kidman. And I was telling my boyfriend that I was like, I watched this really young, and he was like, is that why you are the way you are? And I was like, you know what? Maybe.
Oh, 100%.
Like gothic Nicole Kidman in a ghost story. Like, oh yeah.
No, and there's a reason why I am the way I am. Literally throwback to our first ever episode. Yeah. It makes so much sense. Our personality.
I just forgot that I had watched this so young.
Yeah.
But Nicole Kidman, we love you. Okay. The Hours, 2002 or 3?
2.
Directed by Stephen Daldry. Co-starring, I wrote crazy cast TBH. Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Ed Harris, John C. Reilly, Allison Janney, Toni Collette.
That is a crazy cast.
What the hell?
Whoa.
Didn't know what it was about. Kim was like, do you know what it's about? And I was like, no. And she's like, girl, Virginia Woolf. And I was like, ooh.
Because we were like trying to decide like what we're gonna watch. Yeah.
Like who had seen what we needed to set up. I was like, I'll watch it. It's on Freebie, whatever. Like I'll put it on while I'm watching something else. I will say this was a tough one for me. Like they're all good. Yeah.
Of course. But it's like the Oscar bait movies where you're like, ooh, doggy.
It's also like
this is a lot of history.
It's so
and bleak. Really bleak, yes.
So and like hopeless almost. Like yes, there is a little like
I just don't think nihilism really resonates with us.
No.
Not in this house.
No. Not in this house.
What is it about though?
It's 3
Whoa.
What?
She looks like a different person.
Yes. Like yeah, like
that is
the makeup is good. It's just like whatever. And she's really good in it, obviously.
Whoa, that's actually insane.
Yeah. That's
freaking me the fuck out.
The magic of prosthetic makeup.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's basically about 3, so it's like 3 time periods. The first one is Virginia Woolf writing Miss Holloway.
They ate.
You mean gagged at the special effects makeup of the 2000s, the early 2000s. I mean,
I just looked at context. I just looked up a picture of Virginia Woolf because I forget what she looks like, and I looked at it side by side.
Yeah, like they did a good job. It's just like I don't know. I guess there really was no way around it.
Yeah. So it's about Virginia Woolf's life, or like a specific part of.
So it's 3 different timelines. The first one is Nicole Kidman as Virginia Woolf writing this book, Miss Holloway. The second one is like a housewife in the 40s, 50s.
I'm seeing.
Yes, which is Julianne Moore, and then the other one is Meryl Streep, like maybe the 90s.
This being a Christmas release
is crazy. It's also just like so depressing, and Ed Harris plays like a gay. Like, or actually,
can you just
I don't know
like say like why is it so depressing?
Can I say?
Yeah, just say it.
Okay, so it's like what connects them is. So the other 2 characters that are not Virginia Woolf, they're reading the book. It starts with Virginia Woolf killing herself.
Right.
So again, haunting the narrative, love, and I think Nicole Kidman does too. So you kind of have that throughout the whole film, and then it goes back and it's like showing how she wrote the book, her husband, her like, mental state, and how women were treated with mental illness, and like obviously like there was no help. Yes. So it shows her mental state writing the book, and then the housewife. Okay, also gay.
Well, yeah,
they're like all gay. So
that's like that's like Virginia Woolf's lore as fuck.
Again, didn't know.
Oh, okay,
guys, the books they showed us in high school.
You hate women, huh?
Oh my god! I just had this. No, but I did. I will say, after watching this, I wanted to read Miss Holloway. Okay. I was like, I think I don't need to know what the tea is about, and I'm also gonna read Practical Magic and me discovering female authors, and one more. Oh, the Emma book.
Right.
I wonder if I'll like them. I don't know. Stay tuned. And then...
Did you read the Hardy Boys growing up?
No, I read Nancy Drew.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
So you don't hate women. We're just clearing the air that you don't hate women.
But I don't think that author existed. I think it was like people would use that name to write a Nancy Drew book.
Oh yeah, period.
Okay, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, whatever. And then Meryl Streep is like this. It is sad, and I did cry because I guess there's a thing in the book about. Well, can you look up the plot of Miss Holloway? I think it's like this woman is throwing a party and like everything's going wrong, and like she cries over a cake, but it's like not the cake. The cake is a metaphor.
Me as fuck.
Yes. And so that plays into each of these women's stories and like how they are unhappy with their lives.
Details a day in the life of Clarissa Dalloway, a fictional upper class woman in the first. Okay, well that didn't say shit about it.
I think there's something about a cake because it does happen to Julianne Moore, and like it's just about the horrors of being.
The book describes Clarissa's preparations for a party she's hosting in the evening and the ensuing party with an interior perspective. Oh, mama, I have to read this book because I fear this is me as fuck. With interior perspective, the story travels forward and backwards in time to construct the image of Clarissa's life and the interwar social structure. The novel addresses the nature of time and personal experience through multiple interwoven stories. I love an interwoven story. That's why I love Crazy Stupid Love.
It's on Freebie. It is bleak. Like I did feel like shit after watching it, and it's also kind of like about like how the world makes it hard to be a woman.
Well, yes.
And like me, like, did you guys know about this? No.
I wish the camera was on because that would have been a perfect clip.
Like I did. Obviously, I knew. It's just I hadn't seen it. I will say is this the one I would have given her an Academy Award for? Like, sure, but I would have rather she gotten it for something different.
Totally. Like To Die For.
Yes, like
but
that
that's just not the timeline we live in.
No, and I mean, go check it out if you like that kind of thing. It was just like really bleak for me. I like the ones that are about love wins, like in Moulin Rouge, Practical Magic. Like that one was just too bleak for me. Which whatever, so that is people's reality. So that is an important thing to represent. Let's move on.
For real, that's just such a funny way to put it.
Okay. Okay, so she did get an Academy Award for that. Obviously. Totally. She was nominated for. Oh, what is it saying? Oh, the movie was nominated for 9 Academy Awards, and she took home the one for Best Actress. Which whatever, as long as she has one. And so the next era is the Post Academy Award. Okay, I wrote the Post Academy Award so I can do what I want era.
Right.
So it starts with Dogville, 2003. It's a Lars von Trier film. I haven't seen any of his movies because I heard they're a lot.
I don't know what that is.
It's okay. And I don't know. I wrote sounds crazy, but we'll cover another time. I was like, I don't know. I don't.
Oh, I know who this is actually. Yeah. I know exactly who this is.
And so I was just like, I don't think that's the one I wanted to cover.
Because I love Kirsten Dunst, so I was about to watch Melancholia, and then my roommate Joe was like, actually, don't watch it. You're going to spiral really bad. And I was like, okay, period. Thanks so much for the warning, Queen.
And I feel that might be what it's like. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Right.
I just wanted to mention it. 2004, she released The Stepford Wives.
This is my favorite.
This is really good.
Yeah.
An adaptation of the novel by Ira Levin, who also wrote Rosemary's Baby. And it's a remake of the 1975 film.
Which is The Stepford. I thought it was The Stepford Husbands.
Oh no, I think that's a sequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, I just found it. Is Ira Levin a guy or a girl? Girl, we need a producer who's type B. Oh, he's a man. I just thought it was so interesting, like the themes of like female repression in both of those stories, coming from the perspective of, because they're kind of feminist stories. Obviously, you can still tell they were written by a man though.
Totally, yeah.
Both of them. We just recently both watched this movie.
Yeah, and it changed my life for the better, for the good.
It's like they're just queening out, like where she has that little when she has that little gang of like the ones that are like discovering the mystery. I was like, this is like so good.
It's so good. It is perfect length. Like it's a perfect length, and then like literally as I'm watching it, I was like, oh my god, don't worry, darling, but the better version.
Okay, there's this thing where people will like watch a movie and be like, oh, this is just a blah blah blah, but I hadn't seen the one before, so I was just like, I mean, whatever. But then you watch this and I'm like, oh well, no wonder people didn't like Don't Worry Darling, because like this is what the blueprint was.
I rewatched Don't Worry Darling I fear in like 5 to 10 years, people are gonna be like,
I fear that
this is our camp movie. Like this, like, and honestly, it's campus. Like Daniel, I know we lived in the context of when it existed and when it came from, but I watched it again, like not thinking about any of that, and I'm like, there's gonna be a
resurgence,
like our children mayhaps or whatever, the next generation that finds Don't Worry Darling on Netflix, doesn't have the existence, doesn't know where it fell out of the coconut tree, and are like, they
find the coconut and they haven't seen the tree.
Yeah.
I think my problem with it,
chicken or the
Don't
egg.
Worry Darling, is it wasn't trying to be campy. Like, it was trying to be so earnest.
Think?
Yes, I think.
Okay.
Well, I'll rewatch it.
Yeah.
I just really didn't like it. But
I think with all the shit that was happening, like all the shit that was happening with that release, like, and the Harry Styles of it. No, exactly. Like, I feel like, of course, that like tainted a little bit of the experience. Like, don't get me wrong, I rented out the theater to see this movie on my birthday, girl. And it was a gag and a half. But then, like, having, what has it been, like 2 years out of it almost, like, I rewatched it and I was like, it ate.
Period.
It ate.
But The Stepford Wives is the blueprint.
Oh, of course.
And go watch
I need to watch the 75 version. I'm just so obsessed with that type of story. I love
it. I love a mystery, like a sci-fi mystery, but it's so like low-key sci-fi. There's no like real. Like,
also, I love that she was like a executive at like a and then God, I love that shit.
And there's so many good like bits. Also, Mike White was in it for like 2 seconds, right? Yeah. Okay. Love that. So it
makes
part.
A lot of sense.
Yeah. I'll link a retrospective on the film that I found online on the Substack that I thought was interesting.
It's literally perfect. This and To Die For.
Love it.
That's all you need.
Yeah, Nicole Kidman has some incredible campy movies, and if you haven't seen them, please
like this was
like
a movie that like we were like trying to find a movie to watch at my friend's house, and I was like, wait, I've never seen this movie, and all my friends were like, you've never seen this movie? Like, this feels like something that you would absolutely know about. And I'm like, wait, the fuck?
And that's what I love. I love discovering a movie that is like perfect. Like, it feels like it was written for you. I love when that happens, especially when it's like an old movie. Because like when it's a new one, you're like, okay, this just came out. Yeah. But when it's something that's existed and you just barely found it, I love that. It's such a fun feeling.
That is a fun feeling. Yeah. There has to be a word for that. Like a psychological term or some shit. There sure is.
Okay, we took a big jump here because I hadn't seen a lot of, or I just didn't really feel like we needed to mention a lot of these. But The Human Stain 2003 with Anthony Hopkins, Cold Mountain 2003, Birth 2004, Bewitched 2005, Happy Feet 2006.
I think that might have been the first one I saw with Nicole Kidman, and it was Bewitched. Yeah.
The Golden Compass 2007, Australia 2008, Paddington 2014, Lion 2017, and then we come to The Killing of a Sacred Deer.
She's rich.
Well, yeah. 2017, directed by Yorgos Lanthimos. Barry Keoghan is in this. Colin Farrell's in this. Have you seen this? Girl.
I think this is my first year, and I was really confused.
Oh,
I didn't get it.
I didn't get it, and I do think we need to revisit it.
Like, I didn't get it the first time. I need to rewatch it for sure. Now that I know where he fell out, like, I remember I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more.
The ending just like disturbed me so much that I was like scared.
Yeah.
Like I remember being so freaked out. I was like, what? And also Barry Keoghan is such a scary little man sometimes. Like when
he's a freak. He's freak me.
Yes. When he gets scary, he gets scared. Like,
that's why like I'm so excited for him to play the Joker. Or right?
Yeah.
I'm so excited for him to play the Joker. He's gonna eat it up.
Yeah, he matched Nicole Kidman's streak in this because it's a really scary performance, I think. But yeah, I need to revisit it when we do our Yorgos episode. I will watch it again. Also in 2017, she went to Cannes. How is it? How do you say it? Cannes? Cannes?
I think so.
Kamala. Whoa, I don't know why I said Kamala. In 2017, she made a very public pledge at a press conference there. That she would work with a female director every 18 months. It came partially from a crisis plaguing Hollywood. She cited the statistic that only 4.2% of the top films in 2016 had been directed by women, but also from a very personal place. There's a lot of talk, but I need to do. I'm a doer. I also just love women. I'm surrounded by great women, and I understand all the aspects of different women because we have so many women in our family. I feel very, very safe and very at home. Oh, this was from the 2024 Elle cover story. And
That's Cam.
Oh.
Maybe. Anyway, this is a debate. I call it can. I guess it just depends on where you're from.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's a right way to say it, and we don't know. Mm-hmm. And she did deliver on this promise. She's worked with so many female directors. Still is. There's a very exciting coming up one that I wrote about. And yeah, I just love that. She said, I'm going to put in the work. I'm not just going to be like, oh, we need more female directors. She said, I'm going to go find them. And she has the power to do that because she's such like an iconic, famous actress that like she has the power to say, I want this unknown female director to direct my movie.
Love.
Period.
Love.
Yeah, we do love. And then we move on to the modern era. So these are like 2015 on. She got her first Oscar nom for Best Support. Oh, wait. Why did I write that? Oh, for Best Supporting Actress. Mm-hmm. In Lion. She was in The Beguiled. That was released in 2017, directed by Sofia Coppola. I haven't seen
did you
this.
watch Lion?
No. But I should. Good. I love Dev Patel.
It was really good.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I just... You know, there's a lot to cover here.
That was like the era where I worked at the movie theater, so I was watching everything.
Fair.
Yeah.
We need to do like a part 2 to this. To like all the ones that were like, oh, we haven't seen this.
Yeah.
She was also in Aquaman, which is her highest grossing film.
Oh, you haven't watched The Beguiled either?
No, have you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you
like
it?
Of course, I love
Sofia
Sofia
Coppola. That's
Coppola.
You're a Coppola-nator. Oh, Sofia Coppola-nator.
It's not my favorite Sofia Coppola, but I still liked it. I love Colin Farrell. And like Colin Farrell, Kirsten Dunst, Nicole Kidman, those are my queens. So, yeah.
Yeah. Period.
I just don't love like anything set in the Civil War. I don't know.
Anything what?
It's set in the Civil War.
Oh.
It's like one of
It's one of those.
Like Colin Farrell plays like a goddamn I don't know history. Girl. They're Confederate. Like Nicole Kidman and Kirsten Dunst are Confederates, and then he is from the North.
Another title for this episode is
Union.
Daniel and Kim don't know U.S. history.
Girl, that's really bad.
Whatever. We're just here to talk about Nicole Kidman, not like historical events.
I think you should watch it though, The Big Isle.
I will. Yeah. I love Sofia Coppola. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aquaman is her highest grossing film. She was also in the sequel. She plays Aquaman's mom.
Oh, I've never watched Aquaman.
It's good. It's like one of the better superhero movies, but it's also like. It came out with like
CGI, huh?
Yes, and like sometimes like when it's full CGI, I just like my brain shuts off.
Yeah.
I'm just like this isn't like whatever. It's pretty, but like it's nothing. None of this is real, and like that is unfair to like VFX artists and like all the people who create that. But it's just like I just love like a real shot. Like I just love like real things, and it's sometimes hard for me to connect to a CGI shark. Like, and I don't care that much. But yeah, it's good. James Wan. I love James Wan. Big Little Lies. 2017, 2019.
One of the best TV shows ever made.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Big Little Lies changed the world. And I'm so serious because
it did.
When Big Little Lies, like
that was like one of the like HBO shows that like it was like HBO's back, bitch.
No, literally. And the amount of shows that have come out to try to replicate that sort of essence,
yes,
and have failed,
yes,
it's just so crazy. Like it really, like I feel like it ushered in a different era of television, because it was that good. It was like, oh my god, that cast is crazy. Both seasons are good.
Yeah.
And I guess we're having a third one. She said we're having a third one. Yeah. Nicole Kidman was like, we're working on the third one. She's like, I guess I can announce it here, like just like randomly at like a event. I'm excited. I love those queens. This world.
They queen out good.
They do queen out. And I remember like watching that finale of that first season, just like clutching my girls.
Fully mouth to the floor. Like,
you know what it felt like? The adult evolution of Pretty Little Liars. And what I mean by that is like, like a little bit more highbrow, but it has a mystery that all the problems are a lot more adult, but it has that sort of end of season, we're all in glam event finale.
100%. Like, I feel like that's probably why a lot of us ate that shit up.
Yeah, like it gave me the feeling that Pretty Little Liars and like those kind of shows used to give me. Like all the girls are in their glam and they're gonna kill a man. And like period.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, yeah. No, doesn't it start like that?
Yeah, but okay, you didn't say who
you
did
just
it.
Don't know who.
Yeah.
God,
I ate.
I forgot. I'm gonna rewatch it. I'm literally gonna rewatch it.
I have it on DVD at home.
Oh, I didn't even know it was on DVD. That's period.
Yeah.
Period. We love physical media.
Also, justice for Zoe Kravitz. I feel like she is such a slept-on person.
Girl,
RP High Fidelity. I actually can't speak on it. I just need to address the elephant in the room. Seriously, like I'm so sick to my stomach over it.
Well, her directorial debut is coming soon.
I know. I didn't know that's how her and Channing Tatum fell in love.
Oh, I actually didn't know either.
Yeah, they fell in love during the creative process.
I thought he was a nepo husband. I literally thought like, oh, she put him in it because they're in love.
Mm-mm.
I love that. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for it. It looks really good.
Maybe it wasn't that movie, but they like worked on something and they fell in love with it. I think it was this movie though, because that's their whole bit. Like you know, how, like they have a story that they repeat for press. Yeah. If it's giving that. Yeah. But I eat it.
Did you get to that part of Hacks where they have like the press story?
No, I haven't yet. Wait, I'm so excited.
Yeah. It's good.
I literally haven't had time to watch anything.
Okay, this is a quote from Nicole Kidman's. An interview in The Guardian, in an article in The Guardian from 2021, she wrote, "Television gives you a much stronger connection with an audience because you're in their homes. I had a far deeper response than I ever had, which just suddenly came hurtling towards me. And people would approach her to talk about," she says in quote marks, "a friend in a similar situation to Celeste. It was quite lovely." And that's the thing about playing a character like that in a longer format, like a television show. Like, you give audiences the chance to connect to you and also, like, I don't know, just...
Alex Skarsgård is so scary in that show.
Yeah, he's really scary in that. He's also just so big that, like, he could just be scary.
Totally.
This is the thing. This is what I was talking about from that same article. This is directly from the article. Does she cry often? Yes. What was the last thing that made her cry? That's too personal, she smiles. But yeah, I cry. I try to keep on lid on that, but everything is deeply sad. There's a huge melancholia, right? I mean, when you really study melancholy, melancholy people, we're very present. I have an enormous amount of that. I think a lot of people walk around with it too, don't you? And like, yes. Like, I was like, I had never heard someone like put like the grief of living like that. Like, just like,
girl.
Well, we don't need to get into it, but I love that Nicole Kidman thinks like that. I'm like, girl, I love you. She won an, oh my God, Emmy, SAG, Critics' Choice, multiple Golden Globes. She did eat that. Like, she ate that. Period. Whatever.
I have chills thinking about that.
We should do a Big Little Lies episode. Like a revisit.
I'm down.
The Prom, released in 2020. Did you watch? Have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen it. I just remember what you're going to say about it next.
Yeah, so they filmed part of this at the mall I worked at during college. I remember
hello random mall.
Yes,
by the way,
so random, like not a famous mall.
Like, it's giving like that was the cheapest one.
Yes, like in
space.
The area,
yeah,
where like James Corden won't get mad that he's driving to here. And I remember walking into work one day to open, and the mall looked fake. Like all the promos, like they had been like other things, and then all of a sudden
the stock.
Yes, and I was like, what is going on? Like everything had been made up like a set, and I was like, what is going on? And
them not telling the workers is so crazy.
Well, I'm sure that they knew and they just didn't tell me.
Right.
That was above my payroll, I guess. And yeah, I was on the clock when they filmed. I guess it was like a big number. But Nicole Kidman was not there.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, I got to see a little bit of it, and then I saw the finished product. The idea is cute.
I feel like it works better on a Broadway type thing.
Yeah, there's some things where I'm like, this should have stayed on stage.
It also could have. Was it a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She's getting it, of course. Like, she plays in like a unaware like famous star. Like, I love when she does characters like that.
Weird.
So yeah, watch it for that if you want. It's on Netflix. The Northman, 2022, directed by Robert Eggers. I guess Bjork isn't. Have you seen this movie?
I never even heard of it.
Okay, it's like Viking vibes.
That's exactly why I haven't heard about it.
I haven't seen it. I am gonna watch it because I didn't know Bjork was in it. That is iconic.
I love Bjork.
Yeah, like period. I don't know what she plays in it. Nicole Kidman is in this. I think Alexander Skarsgård is also in this. And I sometimes like Robert Eggers movies. Not always, but I'll just
see The Witch.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Witch, The Lighthouse.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like
I'm sensing the vibe.
Yeah. I'll check it out. But I just wanted to mention it because I feel like people would be like, why didn't you mention this? Because a lot of people like this. And then we get some of her more recent stuff. So we have The Goldfinch 2019, Bombshell 2019, The Undoing 2020, Nine Perfect Strangers 2021. She was really in her I'm gonna do miniseries era. Being the Ricardos 2023, Expats 2024 just came out. Directed by Lulu Wang. Period. So
I did see an ad for this.
Yes, I do want to watch it. It's on my watch list. I just need to finish one TV show at a time. And then A Family Affair just came out on Netflix, and she's reuniting with Zac Efron, which I love. I didn't know they did a movie together. It's like Paperboy or something. The Paperboy.
Oh, yes.
And that's all I have to say.
Okay.
And I watched part of it, and yeah.
Her butt workouts? What is that?
So I Googled Nicole Kidman. The 2 words, Nicole Kidman, and all of the articles where Joey King talks about Nicole Kidman's intense workout routine, or intense butt workout routine.
The every single is getting article. Out of hand, you guys.
I'm like, guys, come on. But I do love that, like, she's like, yeah, I'll do a Netflix rom-com. Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Because like, she's like one of the only actors that can do that and like still go back to doing like prestige work and like no one will bat an eyelid.
Oh, 100%. God, to have a career like that.
Like, so iconic. Yeah. So iconic. The future eras. Okay, so these
you didn't talk about the AMC ad at all.
Oh my
That's
God.
like the thing.
The way
bitch.
I didn't see that.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
I was like, drum roll.
The way it's probably gonna be the thumbnail for the episode 2, and I just forgot. And I'm wearing merch.
Wearing the shirt. Yeah. And it's the Wi-Fi that you named.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The AMC. You haven't changed it?
No, of course not.
Yeah. The AMC ad. The iconic AMC ad that I think I can say word for word.
Right.
But I won't because we're already at 1:30.
Oh wow.
I feel like encapsulates Nicole Kidman's career perfectly. Like, she is someone that
she
loves
believes
movies.
everything she says.
Yes.
Yes.
She loves movies. She loves making movies. She never takes for granted the career she has, and she uses the power she has to, like, make the work she wants to, like, highlight, like, smaller directors, like, weird directors. Like, she loves the freaks, and she loves women. Mm-hmm. And that, you could see that so much in her career and, like, everything that she's done. And so that's why I think she was the perfect person for this. Because this was right after COVID. Like, people were like, theaters are going to die. Mm-hmm. Like, they were doing rough.
Whoa. That context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that context because that's why they did it.
Yeah.
I remember watching it for the first time and being like, what the hell is this?
No, I was like,
we're already here, Mama. Girl. Is this a commercial? Like, what is this? And there's already so many things that play before the movie.
Yeah.
Like trailers and that one Coca-Cola ad and then this and
well,
then
they shortened it now. I missed the long version.
And now I'm mad about it. Yeah. I remember being like, here we go again. And now I'm like, where's the long one? Right. Although I do love the one that starts with when I was a little girl.
Yeah,
Have you seen that one? Yes. I do like that one. And I do love that they can just change out whatever's on the screen. And I think they should give us like the green screen version of that so that people can just put in whatever they want.
Oh my God.
I think that'd be so iconic.
Right.
Like she embraces the meme aspect of it. I found this this is from the Elle cover story, the recent one. And it says, well, while not every actor enjoys becoming a meme, Kidman has loved every second of it, including the growing trend of drag queens spoofing the AMC ad in their performances. She said, my dream will be to be on stage doing it with a drag queen. She says, I've got to be able to do that at some point. And I just love that.
She queened out. She's gonna queen out.
And I remember when we went to Vulture Fest, we got like a foam hand that says, it's so true. And like, I remember for a year we did not know what that was. And then I just was looking into like the AMC ad, and there's an article where it's like, Nicole Kidman speaks on AMC ad. It's so true. And I was like, that's where it's from. And I was like, I was going to throw this away, but now I'm keeping it forever. Yeah, I just love that she's like, loves it. Like, she just loves movies, period. Like, period.
Oh, Nicole Kidman, come on Our Hollywood.
Oh my God. I would sell the podcast to Nicole Kidman if she came on for 10 minutes. I'll Zoom. Like, with a bad Wi-Fi connection. Like, I would just love to speak to Nicole Kidman.
She would love us.
I think we could queen out with Nicole Kidman.
She would think we're really endearing.
I hope so. I would also just love to work with her at some point. Like, Nicole Kidman, if you guys need someone to, like, sweep the floors, I'm tall. Like, I can pick up the bags that, like, hold up the lights. Like, I'll do whatever. I would just love to see Nicole Kidman at work. And speaking of...
like a buddy day with her.
Oh my god! Like, no, I need to queen out with Nicole Kidman before I, like. I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious. Like, that's when I know I made it. I'm about to make a Nicole Kidman updates account.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm serious. I love Nicole Kidman.
I literally wish the fucking camera's still whirling, because when you were just going on and on about her, I can totally envision like you just like zooming in like like little Nicole Kidman
me going on and on.
Yeah, and I'm like,
And like I know that's like it's not special. Like gay men love Nicole Kidman. Like people love Nicole, but like you guys don't get it like I do.
There's a reason.
Yeah. She has some really exciting stuff coming up. The trailer released today, which is very timely for a new murder mystery show.
It did?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
Not for this.
No, but yeah.
Yeah. It's called All the Perfect Things or something like that. They're all called like variations of that.
Yeah.
But it looks so good. It's with Megan, the one from White Lotus season 2, Megan. Whatever, that queen.
I know what you're talking about.
It looks so good. And then she's gonna be in an upcoming A24 film.
I'm so fucking excited for this. This is my new challenge.
Yes, I forgot about this, and I literally like read it, and I was like,
and the Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh.
Oh, I cried watching the trailer.
Oh my god,
I probably cried watching the movie. So the director of Bodies. Oh my god, I can't read this. Helena Rajan. Oh my god, if I said that song wrong, and I probably did, I'm so sorry. She's doing an erotic thriller with Nicole Kidman, Harris Dickinson, Sophie Wilde, and Antonio Banderas. Girl,
8. Oh, I'm.
Oh my god, I'm so sad.
What?
You know, the IO thing where it's like the theater employees are telling me to leave because the movie's not even out yet, but I'm still sad. Like, have you seen that?
No, but I agree.
She commented that on someone's post. She's like, the theater employees are scared and telling me to leave because I'm sitting in the theater, but the movie's not out yet. Like, that's literally how I feel about this. Like, I'm so excited because it's gonna be good.
It's gonna eat. I love Harris Dickinson.
Yeah, he's really good.
I love Sophie Wilde. I love I need the Antonio Banderas resurgence to happen.
We should do an episode on him. 100%. He has a crazy like
life, career.
Yeah. And then I was gonna write everything else, but she has so many projects coming out that I was like, I'm not even gonna bother.
Totally.
Like, you guys will see when it comes out. She has so much coming up. She's a working girl. I just love her. Closing thoughts. I love Nicole Kidman. I love everything she does. I love how she approaches her career. I love how she approaches her work. Period.
She ate that.
Yeah.
She really did.
To summarize, she ate that.
And will continue.
And will continue. And it's just so inspirational. Like, I hope I eat that much. The crazy way to word that. Period.
Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Great, just abruptly ending. Thank you guys for listening.
There's no good outro for that.
No. Thank you guys so much for listening. Yeah, go check out the Substack, ourhollywood.substack.com. All of our links are on there, like our social media or whatever. Our TikTok is at Our Hollywood. We're doing clips. That's just the way I plug the TikTok. At our .Hollywood is our Instagram. That's like our main thing. And yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yes.
We need to pick what episode.
Yeah, we don't even know what we're.
Yeah, but we'll be back.
We'll be back.
All right, bye guys.